Hello, and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's pull list. This is my pull list for the week of July 22nd. It is a little delayed this week. I had a family emergency. My fiancee is in the hospital due to a MRSA infection. So she's been in the hospital. And on Wednesday, I went up to San Francisco to the Hearthstone special announcement party at the Folsom Street Factory, I believe. Folsom Factory, something. Really great time. You can check out my Twitter feed for some pictures. But yeah, so recording this a little late. I do apologize again for that. Next week I should be back on schedule. So first up on my pull list is Aquaman number 42. I enjoyed the preview. I actually got to read it and issue 41. So I'm looking forward to seeing where they're kind of taking this darker Aquaman. But yeah, it's good stuff. Next up is something I don't normally pick up, but I picked it up because Harley Quinn's in it and I wanted to check it out. So that's the Batman 66, number 25. Yeah, gonna check out this roller derby version of Harley Quinn from the 66 universe. This collects digital copies, I believe 62 and 63. So curious to see what that's all about. Next up we have Book of Death, The Fall of Bloodshot by Jeff Lemire. I haven't read the Book of Death yet, main title, so I gotta get caught up on my Valiant titles before I dive into Book of Death. But I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, good stuff. Next up is a new number 1 from DC. It's Cyborg number 1. The preview looks to be a little cool, so I'm going to check that one out. Yeah, art looks great in it, so cool stuff. Next up we have Edward Scissorhands number 10. Get this from my fiance. I read it, she doesn't. But 2 different covers because she has to have everything. Then next up we have The Flash number 42. Yeah, I haven't been able to get caught up on The Flash yet. So a lot of books I'm not caught up on my pull list, which is bumming me out. But next up we have Harley Quinn and Power Girl number 2. Curious to see what happens with Harley Quinn and Power Girl in that alternate dimension that they got put in for a little bit. So next up, Ivar the Time Walker, or Ivar Time Walker number 7. That series is okay. It's not the best, but yeah, still checking it out. See if it stays on the pull list. Next up is a book that was on my read list, but then jumped to my pull list, which is Perez number 2. I really enjoyed number 1. The preview didn't do it justice, but issue number 1 did catch my interest, so I'm going to keep checking it out. Next up we have Sinestro number 13. Yeah, Sinestro's just been a really solid Lantern book, so I keep picking it up. The other ones, not so much. So, yeah, that was it for my pull list. I did grab some Teen Titans Variant Go covers this week. There's 8 of them, so there's a lot to get through. But first up, we have Aquaman number 42, had a Teen Titans Go cover. Deathstroke number 8 had a Teen Titans Go cover, pretty cool. Then The Flash also had one, issue 42, good times. Then Gotham by Midnight had one. I am getting Gotham by Night on my read list, but I didn't grab a copy from the store because we didn't have enough, so I'm going to check this one out. Next up we have Grayson number 10, had a Teen Titans Go variant cover. And of course Sinestro had a Teen Titans Go variant cover. The horrible thing about this is there's a little bleed through, so you kind of see the ad through the yellow. Kind of sucks. Then we have Teen Titans had a variant cover for Teen Titans Go. Yeah. And Wonder Woman had one, which is pretty cool with the Invisible Jet and Cheetah and Hera, I think? I don't know. I don't remember all of Wonder Woman's stuff. So, next up is a graphic novel / final issue. It's Fables 150, the Farewell trade. It's an actual trade. It's called Volume 22, but it is issue 150, so if you're reading Fables, this is what you need to pick up to finish it. I am sad to see Fables go. It was a really, really good series, but I'm kind of looking forward to finishing up my hardcover collection and rereading it at some point. So, we'll see. Hopefully Fables finishes with a bang. Next up is my read list. These are the titles, again, that I read to stay current and caught up and so on and so forth, but I don't actually get. So, first up is Deathstroke number 8. Enjoying it so far. Then we have E for Extinction number 2. The first one was I'm not really looking forward to this one. We'll see if it stays on there. Fight Club number 2, or Fight Club 2 number 3. Yeah, it's cool so far, so I'm going to keep checking that one out. The next up we have Future Imperfect number 3. I've been really enjoying the Future Imperfect Secret Wars book. It's really, really good stuff with Maestro and all that. Again, Gotham by Midnight would have been on here, but we didn't have enough for me to take a regular one, so I'm going to read my Teen Titans Go variant. Next up we have Grayson, number 10. Yeah, Grayson's okay. I'm not a huge fan, but it's okay. Then we have Jeff Lemire's Hawkeye number 4. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. It sucks that the book kind of had a really few issues to start with and then is getting relaunched again with the all-new, all-different Marvel stuff. Next up is Marvel Zombies number 2. Yeah, I really enjoyed the first one, so I'm curious to see how the story progresses in this, but really fun book so far. Next up is a really good title for the Secret Wars, which is Old Man Logan number 3. First 2 issues were really solid, so I'm really looking forward to reading number 3, and Sorrentino's art is amazing. Then we have another number 1 from Secret Wars, which is Star-Lord and Kitty Pryde. I have no idea. I'm curious to see what that book entails, but I don't have my hopes up too high, because if I have them too high, yeah, no. Next up we have Star Wars Kanan, was it the last Padawan? First Padawan? I don't remember. Issue 4. I'm enjoying this. It's good so far. So I'm curious to see how the story progresses. Next up is We Are Robin number 2. Checked out the first issue. Was I'm going to see if I continue with this, but so far it has not piqued my interest. There's a new number 1 from Image. It's Wolf. It's a fairly thick first issue, so that's pretty cool, but it is $4.99. So if you want to check out something new, this is by Alice Knott. Who knows? And then finally on the pull list is Wonder Woman number 42. Is another book I'm checking out. I've been enjoying Wonder Woman since the creative team changed, so I'm going to keep going with it. A couple titles that weren't on my pull list because we didn't get enough copies. Birthright number 9, which I really enjoy. So I'm really excited for those trades to come out. Trip, I know you told me I could read your copies, so maybe if I get caught up to a certain point, I'll jump in and check those out on a regular basis. And then the other one was Sons of the Devil number 3. The first 2 issues were pretty cool, so I'm going to check out the rest of it. But that's it. So again, I'm sorry for the delay. I'm sorry for such a short video this week, but I got so much to do. My fiance comes home tomorrow, so I got to get all that stuff taken care of, and yeah, it's just really busy. So again, thank you for watching. Please like, share the videos, so on and so forth. Leave comments down below. Really enjoy reading the comments, seeing what you guys are picking up, seeing what you guys think of the videos, all that stuff, so keep them coming. Also, you can follow me on Twitter. My handle's @BrockSager. If you want to hear me talk some more, you can listen to the Comic Conspiracy podcast, which you can find at www.geekbox.net. That's where we talk comic shop, and that's uploaded every Tuesday night for your enjoyment. So yeah, we talked San Diego stuff in the last episode. So yeah, Lane came down, talked about his journeys into getting shit for people at San Diego. So yeah, that was pretty cool. You can help support the podcast and myself through Patreon. The Comics Conspiracy podcast has a Patreon, which you can go to. So go to Patreon and look for the Comic Conspiracy. Any little amount helps. We do appreciate it. Thank you to all our Patreon backers for that stuff. And yeah, so you can also check out conspiratorbrock.com. It's just kind of a place where I post the lists with the links to digital versions of the books that you can click through and help support the Comics Conspiracy store and all that wonderful stuff. So again, sorry for the short video. Hopefully next week I'll be back on schedule and caught up on some reading because I'm way behind. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next week.